And so what you think the difference is from Denmark when you came to America and guys? Like how you compare those?
In guys?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I got the gray suit on.
I mean,
they all got the gray suit with the brown shoes. No,
so it's kind of like a fun story, right?
Yeah, break
and
it
this
down
is
for
gonna
me.
sound so ridiculous and so white girl-ish.
Let me hear it.
But I would say I've been like this basically since I knew I was attracted to men.
Yeah.
That I kind of was attracted to a darker skin color.
Say that again. What kind of skin color was you attracted to? Black man, we win again. We are the creed. We are the superheroes of the earth. No, favorite. Go ahead.
Oh my god. Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of like I've tried to go back and like see where it came from. So I used to play soccer, right?
Okay.
And there is not a lot of black men in Denmark.
Right.
We have a little bit, but it's not like here.
It ain't American black.
No.
It ain't the same
at all. So like looking back, I'm like, where did I get this like itch from?
Damn, it's an itch. Ooh, can I scratch it? No, sorry.
It is. No, and then I realized like my whole life I've been so into music, you know, and like MTV music videos and MTV Cribs, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So like I think like underlining in my brain have like constantly like put that in there.
Yes.
When I then came to America, I was completely like baffled. I was like, oh my God, it's really like this.
Oh, for sure.
Here. Like we don't know. We're so far away.
Right.
Like I even told my friend the other day, you know, the red cups that you guys have here?
Right.
Like if I bring them home and have them to a party, like all of my friends would think they would enjoy.
50 Cent, I'm 50 Cent, I'm 50 Cent MG unit.
No, but because it's so like out of reach for us, it's so far away, but it's something we grew up watching in movies. Like the biggest movies are made here, you know?
Yeah.
All of the biggest artists are from here.
Right.
Like, so we grew up like watching that and seeing that lifestyle. So when I got here, I was like, damn, is it really like this?
For sure.
Of course, not all the time. But
not all the time. Of course,
like
you
the
do.
people, there's so many amazing different people here, whereas back home, not that we all look alike, but kind of.
Cookie cutter.
A little bit.
Yeah, I've been, like I said, Switzerland, them just gray pants with the brown shoe. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody.
Yeah,
you know
you have a lot out here, like a lot of different people, a lot of different mentalities, a lot of different races, a lot of different cultures.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Number one export. Yeah, it is amazing. But number one export out of America to the world that we make the most money from is hip hop culture and influence. So that's true. So from the music to the TVs to our clothing and all that stuff, that's the number one export out of America to the world.
Right.
So who does that the biggest and best? The black man, the black culture. So that's so crazy. Like the number one thing that comes from America is black people influence to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
So that's why all those countries, when they see us, they seeing our highlights for the most part. You hear about the bull on the news, which is not as crazy as it used to be, but they get the good stuff, the fly, the cool, the music, the basketball and the football, all that cool shit. So when a black American go to these places, they treat it like in high regard, especially a cool statue type motherfucker.
Not even though. I feel like everybody, like back home, an American person to us is
it's
like
amazing. I understand, like, but I'm
like,
saying,
oh my
imagine if you
God,
were a superhero one though.
Yeah. I mean, if you're tall,
come on now,
good style.
Oh, you gotta come like this here, man. Well, my drawers wouldn't stay on. I gotta walk around drawless. I'm wearing these folk. I gotta just drop the zipper down and get real. I was saying, like, well, waste of time. I gotta be realistic. So that's the beauty of it, and it's a shame that all of us here don't, take that power that we do have. You know what I'm saying? The influence we do have. And I do, but I wish more of our people, seeing the power that we really have across this world and utilize it, monetize it, and grow it. You know what I mean? Because it's everything. People do look at us like that. You know what I mean? Especially, like I say, the power you can control is you got the kids and you got women. So as a black person, the kids want to be like us, and most of their women want to be with us. So we have the power. So our key is to own this, own the clothing, own the music, own these TV shows. That's when you go into another level. And that's what I've been doing with my brands and things. I own everything I do. And I've been on that because I know that's the power. That's why I even wrote books and show people how to do it too, because that's the power. I don't want to just be cool. I've been cool my whole life. Let's own it. Let's get to these billions too.
Right.
So we can start, you know, passing it down. Like these white folks been doing, you know what I'm saying? I want to get my Trump on.
There you go.
I got to do it too. But so bam. So you went to LA. So how was the LA scene when you got there?
This is a long time ago,
Yeah.
but I just remember like, yeah, it was just a lot of different people combined in the same place. And that kind of like turned my whole world around. Like a lot of different languages were speaking, like, yeah, English, but I was also learned pretty quickly that Spanish in America
is very heavy.
Like
it's more Spanish people than black people in America. You know what I'm saying?
There's a lot.
Hispanic, yeah.
And like I don't speak Spanish, but I wish I did.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of attractive men out here for my type.
Right.
And it's very different. I feel like it's all who you like. So I like a very, very masculine man.
Okay. Yeah. Give me your description of a man you like.
No, but I want my man to be really masculine. Like obviously like muscles and bigger. I'm quite tall.
Right.
In America. Back home, 5'8" is normal.
Them Vikings. This ain't Viking world. You know what I'm saying?
But out here, like all guys and even my girlfriends, they're all like to my belly button.
Right.
You see me with my girls.
Shout out to her. She cool.
And all
I wish she was here because she got the coat store. I want to get her too.
Yeah.
We can do another time.
We're gonna get her another time.
Yeah.
Because that's interesting.
Very.
But yeah, it's just I like them big, manly, muscles, like claiming territory. You know?
Barbarian.
And it's just even though we are Vikings back home, it's just a different mentality.
Right.
We kind of grew up on like the Robin Hood mentality.
Yeah.
We take from the rich and we give to the poor.
For sure.
We're all equal.
Yes.
If you shine too bright, ooh, that's not good. We got something called yen de loan.
Explain
which is
that.
It's like an unwritten rule where if you're rich, loud, pretty, just blend in. If you stand out, that's no bueno.
I know you didn't like that because you too fine as to be blending with the rest.
Is why I didn't function. Like I moved away when I was 18. I moved to India first to study. So I basically haven't been home since I was 17 years old.
Yeah, you were different from there. And yeah, because like I said, even in watching that show, it's they go together. They take all that, they bring it back to the village. Everybody break it down. It ain't no just all mines, I'm the king. No, everybody finna eat. I'm getting my lot, I'm the king, but everybody getting some of this.
Oh my God, yeah. It's a very it's a completely different mentality for sure than Americans. Like the American dream is definitely, it's different from how you guys see it because for instance, me, I was born into this, I come from a wealthy family. But back home, like I used to have like a swimming pool and stuff like that. A lot of my classmates didn't have that. So like we were labeled at, you know, a different category.
Yeah.
And we just had like a lot of backlash because of that in a sense. So my entire childhood, I was just like, not like on the sideline, but wasn't necessarily involved too much.
Yeah.
Based on the fact that I came from a wealthier family.
Right.
So being too wealthy back home is not a good thing.
So you always dealt with some jealousy
aspect.
and hatred type a little bit from the beginning.
We have a lot of that, a whole lot. We don't really have, in America, they have the mentality of like, get your shit, like go get it all, you know?
All means necessary.
Back home, it's like, why would you do that?
It's too much.
You have like right here, this is good enough. You don't need more. You know?
Yeah, people always want to talk about something. Oh, man, I want to go to a different country because they want to give up hope and have a basic regular life. I get it's easier in a lot of countries, right? Just I'm going to go, it's better over here in Thailand, third world ass country. Shout out to them, but come on, it's cheap. I'm going to go to, Oh, I saw on the Instagram, you can have a house for $500 a week and have food, $20.
No,
it's cheap and it's basic and you ain't living life. No, everybody want to come to America because you could make your dreams come true. You could have every single thing you ever dreamt of as a kid at the highest level. There is no cap to the greatness.
Yep.
You understand me? So that's why more people come here and go to turn up. People go to other country to go to turn down. I love America. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I went to Switzerland, I was turning down. I was trying to chill.
Right.
I didn't go there because, it was peace and all that. But, man, I'm walking around and on the islands, all these funny looking mother. It wasn't the same as this real American barbaric that I love.
Yeah, but it kind of goes with how the men are too. Not saying that they're cheap in any way, shape, or form, but they for my liking, can be a little too feminine. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying this.
Nah, but I heard that. Go ahead though.
It's
I was
just
out there.
a different, because they are more secure. They're more protected. They don't really break too many boundaries. They don't really have to go out and test and live alone. Like a lot of them have family money, or like, you know, their parents help them until they're 25.
Yes.
Like it's different. You have Americans that a lot of them had to struggle since 10.
Yeah.
You know?
Since birth.
Yeah.
I didn't get no success till 35 years old. I was in the basement 8 years ago. I'm 43, so I was poor, but I turned it up, but it was a grind.
That gives you a different mentality.
Oh, yeah.
That a lot of people back home, so it's not necessarily like, because, of course, I do prefer black over white. Personal preference.
I love America. We like the black over the white.
But more so even the mentality, though.
Yeah, you like that.
A lot of the mentality.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You smart. You know, you come from a good upbringing. But yeah, when I was out there, the women was saying that like all these guys are real like prissy and they're not like really pursuing them. They're not really, they don't even like ask them on dates. They be sitting around. Oh my God. They be sitting around each other like.
When I came out here with a couple of friends in LA, we would go down the street and we would have all these people like, oh, mommy,
as soon as you got a car there,
Johnny,
dude, like, hey, goddamn.
I would literally, if that happened back home, like everybody on the street would stop and be like, you cannot speak like that to people. What is wrong with you? Like there's absolutely zero catcalling. If you go out to a club, you see a girl or a guy you like, you're going to find them on Instagram. You're definitely not approaching them.
It's crazy.
You're not going to go over to them and boss up.
Yeah.
No.
I was there, so.
And here it's like.
Oh, we going. Yeah, we going. We pull
You go out to the club here, everybody pulling you left, right. It was a big change. Yeah. I remember like after my first 2 nights out, I looked at my friends, I was like, hold on. It's a lot. Whoa, like we might have to like, it was just a huge shock.
Yeah, and they gonna devour you for sure. They see that thing walking around looking like that, tall and voluptuous with the blue eyes and all that, whatnot there. Well, hey, baby, come here, baby, holla at me. Let's go.
I feel like people can also smell. Like I swear, people can smell and see me, and they know I'm not from here.
Yeah.
I know you probably think that I just look white American, but like
I'm more seasoned out here, man. I done seen them all shapes and sizes. You understand me?
A lot of people like they can just like they'd be like, yeah, you're not from here, and for some reason that intrigues them. But at the same time, it also intrigues me that they're not from my side of the world.
So it's both intriguing.
I mean? Yeah,
it's people like different. You know what I mean? Especially when it comes to women, for sure. God, it's like a saying guys want: if it ain't foreign, it's boring. You know what I mean?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
what they
I've
say.
heard that.
Yeah. But